Hi, this is Tracy from Gift Basket Appeal, and today we're going to make these cute gift tags using cereal boxes. So let's get started. What I did was I had these cereal boxes, and a couple of months ago I just cut up a whole bunch of these because I knew that I could possibly use them later. I did see this done on Pinterest, and so even though I had not decided to do it at that time, I knew that at some point I would want to use these. So they're going to really come in handy, especially for the holidays. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got some scrapbook paper that I had kept in my stash. And so all I'm going to do is just kind of cut it up the size of my gift tag. And I'm not measuring this, I'm just holding it up against my scrapbook paper and I'm going to cut. So you're going to need one for the front and one for the back. And you could make your gift tags whatever size you want. This is such a fun and sort of free kind of project. And you get to choose what colors you want. So I'm just making sure I go right up to the edge because I want really good coverage on this. And I'm going to do another one. Let's see if I could use this. You just use what you have. All of that scrap book stash that you have, scrapbook paper stash, go ahead and use it. And the nice thing is you can create a bunch of these. So now I have one for the back and one for the front. And so to fit those on there, I'm going to use my crafter's tape. And I'm coming right up to the edge because I don't want my edges to lift off of the cardboard. So I want to make sure that my edges stay right on that cardboard. I'm just going to measure that to make sure that it's perfect. And if not, you could always just cut down the sides. This is one of those fun crafts where there's just no rules whatsoever. Okay, so you got that side, and then I'm going to take the other one. Don't throw away those cereal boxes. You see that sticking out just a little bit, but that's okay. We're just going to go back and cut it off so it's covered really good. Okay, so now it's nice and covered. And look at that. Let's see, that other side. I don't want any edges sticking out, the back or the front. Let's see. Let me go ahead and cut that off. I want it to look really neat. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now what I did is I wanted the edges or the edge of this tag to have a little bit of color, maybe an outline. So I'm going to just take my Distress ink and my handy dandy sponge, and I'm just going to go along the outside of this. Like I said, there's no rules. If you don't want to have that little darker edge, then that's okay too. You could just leave it. think I'm going to start doing more gift tag tutorials just because there's so much. I was on Pinterest and they had so many tutorials on there and just so many ideas. Okay, and that's how it looks so far. So a little bit more. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edge because I can see a little bit of like a white cardboard. So I'm going to take my darker Copic and I'm just going to go around the edge to make it a little bit darker, like just barely. See how that gives it a little bit of a darker edge? And you don't have to do this. This was kind of one of those projects where I just said I'm going to make a gift tag and I'm not going to have any rules. I'll make up my own rules. I think those are like the best projects when you can make up your own rules. Okay, so of course this is the back, and you know what? I think I'm going to do the same technique on the back. It just makes it look more uniform. Okay, so that's what we have. Now I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to put a hole just at the top there because I'm going to be adding a ribbon to this. Kind of line it up there. I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. And now we are ready to add our embellishment on there. And look how cute that is. These were an embellishment that I did by using May Made It stamp set Country Pumpkin, but I used the candy corn to make this. So if you want to see how I made this, I will post that video below to show you how I made these candy corn flowers. But it's going to look so nice against that brownish or beige looking color. And to color these in, I used my Copics. So I used a really light color to color those in. So you can play with all the different colors if you want to use colored pencils to color them, and you don't have to use Copic markers. So it's just up to you. And so to stick this on here, I'm going to use my adhesive art glitter glue. And the nice thing is that it dries clear. And so you have that backing on here that's really good too. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue. You don't need a whole lot of this glue either for it to stick. And I'm going to just place it right around here. And this is coming together. And what I'm going to do is we're going to need a little label because I like the little label that goes on there. We're going to put a little label right here and we're going to make it out of this. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this Believe stamp, and this comes from Pray for the Cure. but I love any type of hopeful or inspiring words. Sometimes one word can make such a big impact. So I'm going to stamp this with believe. So it's just a small label. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it in so it matches the pink in here. Just very gently coloring that in. Just very lightly. And now I'm going to, and look how that matches. Great way to match colors. And then what I'm going to do is just cut this out. Just eyeballing it, not using any cutting machines or anything, just handy dandy scissors. And that's my cute little believe stamp. But I'm going to put a little edge around that so it stands out more when I put it on here. Just a little edge. And I'm going to put that right there. It's all coming together. Now what I want to do is I found these self-adhesive pearls at Walmart. They were only 97 cents. And I thought that these were going to be so cute. And that's what I decorated the middle of this with. If you want, when you're decorating the flower, these came with some smaller beads. These came with a really tiny bead, but I ran out. And so that's what I used to go around the edge here with it. I just kind of glued them on. So that's just another option. But these are just so adorable. And I like the fact that they really blend in with the scrapbook paper. So I'm going to take two of these and just kind of place them on here. I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue here. Forgot about that. Maybe put one right around here would be cute, I think. Yep. Right around the bottom to give it something. And that is definitely coming together. And now I'm going to take my gel pen and I'm going to just outline the edges just to tie everything in. I'm going to put a little outline on there too. I think adding just a little bit of white makes it match a little bit more in there. Just that little bit. Kind of tying everything in. And then I'm going to go along the outside here. Give that just a little bit of outline. Look how cute that is. I'm going to do another thing. Before I add my ribbon, I'm going to go along the edge of this and just put an outline, just going right along the edge. And look how cute that is. And we're going to do one last thing, which is to add our ribbon. And I've got this ribbon that I've had for a while in my stash. So if you ever see some of those thin ribbons, pick them up because you'll always be able to use them in some kind of project. So what I'm going to do is just going to take this ribbon and put it through that hole there. Okay, and your gift tag is all done. Really simple and easy. You can be as creative as you want with it. Here's the other one I created by putting more of those little pearls on it. This one I absolutely love too, and I like outlining those edges with the distress ink because it just gives it kind of almost a worn, kind of leathery look. And then of course this green one, which I thought was absolutely adorable. So I hope you were inspired by this. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment below, and keep on crafting. Bye.